Okay, I had to check something real fast. I just came across this and still in my car. Yeah. Normally I'm in the bed, but I'm still in the car because I have to pick my sister up from work. And if I go home, we all know what's going to happen. Sorry, Zoanne. Already didn't pick her up and take her to work. So I'm not going to go in the house and fall asleep. um, so, seriously, with VP Plus, I need to get used to being in the car because I'm about to next month. I'm going to be going to the other states to get my name on the ballots. Um, so I won't be in my car because I'm going to rent a car. But I still need to get used to this kind of being my home when I'm not campaigning and when it's raining and stuff. And so um, this is one of my things on my bucket list. Checked off. All right, let me get to what I came back here for. I there's a lady named Melanie King. She has a YouTube channel. And do I need a light on? I guess it doesn't really make a difference. She has a YouTube channel, and they were talking about Vice President Kamala Harris not showing up at Benjamin Netanyahu's thing today, speech in Congress. I can't believe they let a murderer. Come, and why in a moment. She is being canceled right now by Gen Z, by young people, because of this letter, this statement that she made about the pro-Palestinian protest that was there on the Capitol. Some can, whatever you want to call it, I'm calling it a protest that was against Netanyahu and the war that is going on in Israel and the Gaza Strip and the genocide essentially that is happening over there. And young people, as you know, this is a hot button issue for them. This is something that they were canceling Joe Biden for, why many of them were choosing to sit out in the election. Maybe some were going to vote for Trump or third party, but a lot were just going to sit it out and sit on the couch. And any enthusiasm that she gained, you know, by this momentous moment, and she's a woman and black woman and all of President Kamala Harris was associated with the brutal terrorist organization Hamas, which has vowed to annihilate the state of Israel and kill Jews. Pro-Hamas graffiti and rhetoric is abhorrent, and we must not tolerate it in our nation. I condemn the burning of the American flag. The flag is a symbol of our highest ideals as a nation and represents the promise of America. It should never be desecrated in that way. I support the right to peacefully protest, but let's be clear, anti-Semitism, hate, and violence of any kind have no place in our nation. What are you talking about? So, you know, they're the party of, you know, everybody's included and everybody is part of, you know, the team. They don't really have a backbone to stand on. They're going to say anything to, you know, get whatever. Why would you make, as vice president of the United States, conflating Hamas? Why the hell would you make a statement like that? I just did a video earlier today. This statement, before I even knew about this. Before I even knew, because I just found this, literally. Is she insane? And this is what I'm trying to say about voting for somebody and you don't know who they are and you don't know what their positions are. I have been putting my position out there. I would love to debate her and Trump, their policies for Americans, Democrats and Republicans, versus my policies for Americans, Democrats, Republicans, migrants, immigrants, right? All races. Because you're the president for everybody. Why would she put a letter out? You can burn the flag in America. That's literally your right to burn the flag, to express yourself. That's the First Amendment. So, what does she mean that it shouldn't be desecrated? See, this is the influence of her being married to a lawyer from a big law firm who is Jewish.
Listen to what the people are saying. And then at the bottom, if I can put it close enough, look at the likes.
Kamala, ma'am, I'm ready to work to get you elected, but I need you to be as loud with your condemnation of Israel's crimes. Don't fumble this out of the gate. Please, please. Jesus, that's all you had to condemn yesterday? And make no mistake, look at all the likes, right? And the comments, the replies are all like agreeing with these people. One way to kill your momentum. You literally just gave the election to Trump with this one statement. You are toast and entirely tone deaf. Read the room. It's almost like you want Trump to win. Well, there goes all that momentum you were building.
6,000.
You lost me. This is disgusting. But it's not pro-Hamas. It's pro-Palestine. Those are not synonymous.
Right.
Thank you for your moral clarity and your strong stance against anti-Semitism and hate. This is one of the few ones that I've seen that's positive.
Yep.
Let's see the rest. Wow, thanks for letting us know you oppose anti-genocide protesters and are fully on the side of genocide. Glad we got that cleared up early.
Before
Listen, they're not here for the genocide and they are not here for, her conflating Hamas with the children, the people that are actually suffering under this war that have, it's the fact that she conflated those two, the fact that she put this statement out
in the
here,
same
it just feels like a complete betrayal and a slap in the face.
Right, and this is what I try to say.
Gen Z, who had overwhelmingly started to support her.
Right, and this is what I kept trying to tell you. Stop looking at me because I haven't been a mayor, because I haven't been a senator, because I haven't been to this, and I haven't been to that, and I haven't gone to this school. I'm not part of that sorority. You need to look at who is going to represent you, all of you, as presidents of the United States. Because I just did a video earlier today about how can we let this murdering monster into our Congress, and everybody in Congress clapped for him. But y'all don't want me as your president, because I didn't come from some rule that those people made.
After they had turned away from the Democrat Party, turned away from Biden because he's such a warlord, a warmonger. It says, but do you condemn the genocide being carried out by Netanyahu, the war criminal on the Palestinian people?
Right.
Okay, can you condemn Bibi? Right. You know, the war criminal? And this is exactly why the uncommitted will not vote for you. This is an absolute disappointment. This is not good for your votes, girl. Read the room.
4,000.
This ain't it, VP.
200.
Here's why you will not win the young vote. You fail to point out what was done to the peaceful protesters. You fail to mention how disgusting it is that a war criminal spoke to our elected officials, and you continue to toe the line for AIPAC.
A war criminal spoke to our elected officials, and they clapped. They clapped for him.
Be no different than those who have come before you in your blind and no limit support for the gentle regime known as Israel. It is still unclear that people who do not want innocent people unalive does not equal anti-Semitism.
Exactly.
Why is it so hard for you and others to understand?
Especially since they have all these degrees.
Condemn Israel's war crimes. Vice President, I'm reading this note from you. At the same time, I'm looking at the photo of an Israeli settler standing on the heads of two naked and dead Palestinians he murdered in West Bank, while he gives the camera the middle finger. What are you actually talking about right now? I am Jewish, American mother of two. The past 9 months have turned lifelong card-carrying Democrats like myself into single-issue voters for the first time ever. Gaza is it. We are people who care about people. We are people who care about mothers, fathers, and babies. We do not put ridiculous tribalism before our love of humanity. My God, do not F this up. Gaza is it. Stop the gaslighting. I don't know what the watermelon is. Is that like a racial thing? Like eating chicken and watermelon? Child?
I have no
No. This is not it. You cannot take the majority of good faith protesters calling for human rights and opposing a war criminal and mischaracterize the day by focusing on some graffiti. If you've been to protest, you'll realize there are always a few outlier folks who do something foolish, but it is not the majority of the voices calling for peace and justice. Again, look at the likes,
23 replies.
look at the responses. Kamala's administration, which is
8,
the extension of Biden's, she brings nothing to the table. What an out-of-touch
original
statement.
To the table.
If you allow Netanyahu to address Congress while he is committing a genocide and asking for more weapons to finish the job, then your words are of no value.
1,000.
Why aren't you denouncing genocide
900.
that you and the Biden administration have actively aided and abetted?
Yep.
We demand a leader who will stand up for all marginalized people.
Yep.
As a former DA, you think you might have heard of Texas v. Johnson.
Right.
Flag burning is a protected right of free speech, but I know you are only in support of the right of that right when it suits you.
Right.
You are a shield for AIPAC and a cog in the system. If you actually care for marginalized people, you wouldn't be meeting with a war criminal in private. Grow a backbone.
And so,
how are these statements always just condemning one side? That's fine, and not condemning the actual genocide that people are there to protest.
1,000.
Somebody said, future Madam President. This is the second one. Somebody from Black Food Truck Friday said, well said, future Madam President. Not that many likes or replies based on the other ones that we see. Absolutely wild that this is what you are condemning from yesterday. You're going to lose this election if you don't listen to our protest. Just here you go, more of the same, sadly. Stop funding Israel's war crimes, please. And one person put hearts. OMG, really, shame on you. Stop normalizing a genocide. What happened to a democracy? Where is your humanity? Lord Jesus, and your legacy will be the same as Biden's, complicit in genocide, still a fascist. Thanks for clarifying. More bombs for Israel, more dead kids,
so
more
I think you get the point.
On anti-war protesters, more cop cities. We got it. I will never vote for you. And yet those who commit genocide do have a place in the United States Congress. Jesus. I was actually considering voting for you. Thanks for convincing me to sit this election out. Stop criminalizing the exercise of conscience. Woo! Guys, I can go on and on and on. I mean, they are killing her. And right now, let's see, the total number of comments, let me go back up on this, and make no mistake, there's TikToks. I may do another video just to show the TikToks and other things that people are saying. It's not saying how many comments, but on my phone, it will. So on my phone, it says, let's refresh it. This is crazy. Like, I'm not laughing at the situation at all, guys. I'm not. But it's just funny that, they said it would just be a matter of time before Kamala Harris steps in it. The honeymoon period is going to come to an end. It's not going to last. I just didn't think it'd be this soon.
I knew it.
I want to see how they try to clean this up. But this is a statement. This isn't just like her misspeaking. She can say, I misspoke. This is a planned out.
There's no cleaning this
This is
up.
a planned out letter. This is her final statement.
Right.
Okay, while Netanyahu is addressing Congress and this genocide is going on in Gaza, the war in Israel is going on, and they really started to get excited for her, and look at how she killed all of that momentum, and she's just lost a large
this is who she is.
Of the electorate. So right now there's 16,535 comments.
Wow.
I dare say 99.99999% of them are eating her up. And this letter only came out, 4 hours ago?
Today.
So it hasn't even hit social media as hard as it's going to hit over the next couple of days.
I know. I'm getting it and doing a whole video on it.
I think Kamala has just lost a huge part of the electorate that she had brought in with the fresh face and fresh ideas, and she's going to be Joe Biden 2.0 or Obama 2.0. But this is just the beginning. There's a long time until the election. There's a lot.
And they're holding Obama to endorse her until later on to get people energized again. He is completely 100% supporting her. But I'm running for president. I'm running for president. And so y'all need to stop looking at me and saying I'm not these people, so therefore you're not going to vote for me. That's the reason why you should be voting for me, because I am you. I'm an American. And all these things that you people think that I should have as the reason why you can't vote for me, these are the same things that got us in the situation that we in right now, because we never go out and vote. Like, my thing is whatever. Let me hit my up button so it'll be two. Oh, I can't do my up button. Well, all right. But anyway, I have to go somewhere later on, and I just wanted to share this, as I explained to my sister earlier, and I called her back, my sister Plumber, and explained to her that somebody can't tell you something. You have to literally, ooh, that's so dark. You have to literally look it up for yourself, because I know she's going to vote for Kamala Harris because she's saying she wants to get rid of Trump. But you getting the same thing. Whether it's Trump or Biden, you people in America are getting the same thing. Unless you vote for me or someone else that's not a part of that clique, you are getting the same thing. Have a good night. And that was disgusting. That letter that Vice President Kamala Harris Imhoff. Please remember that her last name is Imhoff and that she is married to and is to a Jew. Please remember that. And that's where that letter came from. It was disgusting, and he never should have been in our Congress. Never should he have been. And I promise you, if I'm president, he is getting arrested. There's already a warrant for his arrest at the ICC. There's already a warrant for his arrest. You cannot tell me that Israel, the country of Israel, cannot function without Benjamin Netanyahu. You can't tell me that. Yes, it can. It functioned before him, and it can function after him. Have a good night.